A presentation of AIT.
Let's go into the book. Jump in, take a look. Let's go into the book.
You're doing great, Emmet. Take your time. Think. Do you know what you did wrong?
I fell.
Yeah, you fell. But why?
Because I'm no good at this.
Remember what I told you. You have 2 hands and 2 feet. You can only move one at a time. The other 3 stay put to anchor you. Think before every move.
Yeah, I remember. Do you think I'll ever get this, Dad?
Of course you will. Look, I got you something.
A rock climbing book. Cool. I'll read it before we come back here again. Thanks, Dad.
When you're ready, you'll do this. I know you will.
Good morning, readers.
What a beautiful day. Have you even been outside? Yes, and I love it.
Oh, Conlon, Lizzie, good morning. I'm glad to see nothing has changed over the weekend. I knew Lizzie was going to say it was a beautiful day. Who else knew?
She always says it. Even when it's about to storm like today.
Malika, do you know what you have?
What?
You have prior knowledge. You can predict what will happen tomorrow based on what you already know.
Yeah, she'll say it again. You bet.
Let's try it. Who can predict where we are going to go right now?
To the carpet?
You got it. Let's go. So how'd you know we were coming to the carpet?
It's what we do every morning.
Oh, that's prior knowledge. Prior knowledge is using what you already know to help you understand something new. For example, how many of you play video games?
Camila is the best Mystery Quest player I've ever seen.
Is that right?
I'm pretty good. All right, I'm great.
Were you always that great?
No, at first I was terrible.
How'd you get better?
Well, after I played it a few times, I realized that the first 3 levels were like another game I played. So now I have a lot more lives for the other levels.
Oh, so now when Camila plays, she uses what to do better?
Prior knowledge.
Prior knowledge, yeah, and we can use prior knowledge in our reading too. How do you like my thinking cap?
It's kind of weird. It looks like something Abraham Lincoln would wear.
What do you mean?
Well, he was holding a hat just like that in a book I read.
Oh, prior knowledge at work again. Abraham Lincoln did have a hat like this. I think it was a little bit taller though. Now imagine that you all have thinking caps, and inside the thinking cap, it holds everything that you already know. And you can pull out what you know when you read. Today I'm going to read you a book called The Story of Kate Shelley. What can you tell me about the book by just looking at the cover? Malika?
There's lightning, so it must be a storm.
Conlon?
And it's dark, so it might be at night.
All right, let's all put on our thinking caps and think about, what do you know about storms? Lizzie?
A really big storm can cause big floods.
Emmet?
If they're really bad, you could get hit by lightning, so you have to stay down low.
Trent?
And you can get thrown around by a tornado.
So I can see we have a lot of prior knowledge about storms. What else can you tell me by looking at the cover?
That lantern thing that she's holding looks really old-fashioned.
Well, Lizzie, that's probably because the story takes place in 1881. The hero is a young girl who has to figure out what to do when a storm washes out a train bridge near her farm. Let's put our thinking caps back on and make a list about what we know about heroes and life in 1881. So I think we can say we know quite a bit about the story before we read it. We have prior knowledge about 1881, heroes, and storms. I wonder if our prior knowledge will help us understand the story. Let's see. The Story of Kate Shelley. In the town of Moingona, Iowa, back in 1881, there lived a brave girl by the name of Kate Shelley. One night, during a mighty storm, Kate heard a crash in the distance that she knew meant trouble. She guessed that the Honey Creek Bridge had collapsed, and she knew a train full of passengers was coming later that night. What could she do?
If I was Kate, I'd be scared. She could get hit by lightning. Will she know what to do? Would I? Oh boy. Hey, wait for me!
What are you doing out in this storm? Have you no sense?
Are you Kate Shelley?
Aye, but who are you?
I'm Emmet. I guess I got lost in the storm.
Come with me then. There's no time to waste.
Why? What's the matter?
Nearly everything. The river is beginning to flood, and I heard the Honey Creek Railroad Bridge collapse. I fear men are trapped below. The express train is coming, and I must do something, but what? Will you help me?
Me? How can I help? What do I know?
You must help me. What'll I do?
But I don't know anything about this place. Wait, I know the answer.
What?
I don't know the answer. You know the answer.
What do you mean?
It's what we were just talking about in class.
Class? Emmet, it's Sunday.
Prior knowledge.
What?
Prior knowledge. Use what you already know.
What are you talking about, Emmet?
You just have to use what you already know. Okay, you said the bridge is out and the train was coming. Do you know what time it's supposed to arrive?
Of course, at midnight. That's why we must do something now.
What's the best way to stop a train?
We could flag it down, but it's safer to contact the station master.
Great! Do you know the station master? Can you call him on a cell phone?
Cell phone?
Right, no cell phone. How do you contact the station master?
We have to walk there.
Walk?
Look, it's almost midnight. Come with me then. Run! Do you hear anything?
What?
This is Honey Creek.
This is a creek? It sounds more like a waterfall.
Storm has filled it, but this must be near where the engine fell. But with a creek like this, can there be any survivors? Hello, this is Kate Shelley. Is anybody there? Hello? Does anyone need help? Hello? No, they're down there. I heard the crash.
I believe you, Kate.
Wait, I hear them.
Come on, we have to save them.
Don't be a fool. Emmet will be washed away.
Well, we've got to save them.
No, Emmet, it's too dangerous when the creek floods. I've seen it before. This water is running faster and deeper than you think. Come, we've got to get to the train station quickly. There will be men there and another engine to help. But we must get there before the express.
Okay, is there another bridge we can cross?
I know a way, but it won't be easy. Come on.
There's the bridge.
The station's on the other side. We'll have to crawl across the bridge.
Across that? No way.
And why not?
It's too high. I can't go across that. I'll fall.
Suit yourself, but I've got to try to save the Midnight Express.
You go, Kate. But remember, you have 2 hands and 2 feet. You can only move one at a time. The other 3 stay put to anchor you. Go slowly and think about every move.
Sounds like you've been on this bridge before.
Well, not exactly, but something like this.
Prior knowledge?
Prior knowledge.
All right. Do as you will, then.
And stay low, Kate, so you won't get hit by lightning.
It's not the lightning. It's these old railroad ties I'm worried about.
I can do this. I know I can. Remember what it said in the climbing book. Think. Kate! Kate, are you all right? Calm down. Be careful. Take your time. Take deep breaths like it said in the book. Kate! I'm coming!
Emmet, I'm here!
Kate! Kate! I told you to be careful.
Is this really the best time to bring that up?
Give me your hand.
Thank you, Emmet. You were right about prior knowledge. One foot in front of the other. I guess I just got in a hurry.
I know what you mean. We can't be far now. Are you with me, Kate?
Yes, Emmet. The lightning, it's getting closer. Come on.
There's the end of the bridge.
We're almost there. The Midnight Express. We made it, we did.
I can't believe I crossed that thing.
And look, there's the train station. Do you see the light? We've done it, Emmet.
We saved the train, Kate. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Emmet, do you have something to say?
I guess I just got into the book.
All right. Exhausted, she staggered the last steps towards the door. Kate Shelley had succeeded. Wow. I can't wait to see what you have to say about the book. I want you to get into your book groups. The first thing I want you to talk about is how your prior knowledge helped you understand the story. Make sure everybody gets a chance to share. All right, go ahead.
At first, I wondered why the two guys in the creek didn't just swim to shore.
Yeah.
But then, I remembered a flood I saw on TV once.
I saw that too.
You couldn't even try swimming through that kind of water. You'd drown for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever been caught in a storm?
Oh, I have once with my dad. I bet Kate was really scared.
I can see you're really using your prior knowledge to help you understand. Anything else?
Mrs. Pingel, this is kind of funny, but when you were first reading, I was thinking about tornadoes. Remember when we were talking about storms with the thinking cap? So at first I was confused about the train and what Kate was doing, because I kept thinking a tornado was going to come.
Oh, good point, Trent. Thanks for bringing that up. Sometimes our prior knowledge can get in the way when we're reading. Sometimes what we know doesn't apply to the story in the way we thought it would. All right, book groups. I like the discussions you're having today. Now, preview the books that you're going to be reading today. Look through the illustrations and use the bookmark that I gave you. And remember to use your prior knowledge.
Now remember what I told you, Emmet. You have to keep your feet.
No, I remember. I can do this. One step at a time. I made it! I made it! Yes!
That's great, Emmet. Come on down. You've never made it anywhere near the top before. How did you do that?
I already knew how.
What do you mean?
Prior knowledge, Dad. I learned it in school. I just needed to concentrate and put it to use.
Prior knowledge. That's a pretty fancy term. What else are you learning at school?
Oh, you'd be surprised.